Hello guys, welcome back to Concrete Elbow.
I'm arm wrestler making arm wrestling against guy who is not arm wrestler and not making arm wrestling.
Georgi Tsvetkov was really pissed in the post-match interview. This loss to Kamil had really affected him. I've never seen Georgi this close to breaking down before. So first he said he's an arm wrestler, arm wrestling someone who don't arm wrestle. On asked, what do you mean by that? He said King's move and flop press, this is not arm wrestling.
I'm here with Georgi Stvetkov. Georgi, crazy hard match. How you feeling?
Exhausted and disappointed.
What do you feel like went wrong in that match?
I'm arm wrestler making arm wrestling against guy who is not arm wrestler and not making arm wrestling.
What do you specifically mean by that?
King's move and full press. This is for me is not arm wrestling. But greetings to him. He is great.
Georgi also complained about the reffing. He felt like he was robbed in the 4th or 5th round, where he felt like he wasn't supposed to be given a foul, but they did. I also just watched Tom's video, so it looks like Georgi just sent him a photo of the current state of his arm, showing that it is actually injured pretty bad. Looks like a muscle tear. I then rewatched the match, and I noticed that Georgi was rubbing his arm in the final round. Not too sure exactly when he got injured though. I mean, the match was really intense and they were going through angles that they don't usually go through, so I was still surprised, but not that surprised. But I was really surprised when Tom said that Georgi also told him that he's done with East vs West and now he would want to go back to WF instead. Now, on one side, I can understand Georgi's frustration. Facing someone who has a King's move or a flop press, especially a good one, can be really tricky. You really gotta do your homework against these people. But you know what? Georgi actually did his homework. If you noticed in round 1, he grabbed Kamil low. He knew Kamil was gonna flop his wrist, and he knew how to counter that. So that's good. But the problem is, seems like Kamil did more homework than Georgi did. When Georgi grabbed low, instead of flopping, Kamil chose to press with his wrist fully cupped. When Georgi didn't grab low, only then he will flop his wrist. When Georgi was able to open Kamil's shoulder commitment, Kamil let go of his shoulder, switched to an open top roll, while slowly climbing over Georgi's hand. And when he felt like he had a crack, he will switch back to his flop again. Honestly, Kamil was full of surprises that day. I really don't get why Georgi was super pissed with this match, because if I was him, I would be really happy for Kamil. Like, I would personally congratulate him for being brave enough to pull out those moves he don't usually do and actually pulling it off. He really showed that he's more than just a flop presser. Plus, Georgi knew that Kamil was gonna flop from the start. So okay, you may complain about his King's move, but how can you complain about his flop? Because you did say that you're gonna beat Kamil, knowing very well what his primary move would be. So yeah, I just don't get it, unless Georgi is really mad because he just lost his title shot. What do you guys think?